Hello. Hello. Hi. Let's get started here. Oh, my camera. Camera fixed. You saw nothing. Hello, Lollipop, JVDK, Mirax, Razzle Dazzle. Hello. Everybody else? Beta, how you doing? You couldn't see anything. There was a hand in the way. Exactly. You saw nothing. So last stream, we had set up the magnetic thingy, doodler thingy, whatever thing. Magnetic field generator? Is that what it's called? Yes, the magnetic field generator. So we set up the automation for that, which is directly below me. But we were kind of like figuring out the shape of this building and then going to actually make it look like something. Ooh, we have 250, so we're like halfway there as far as this is concerned, so that's pretty sweet. It seems like everything's off though. Why is that? Is everything off? Do I have something amiss? I'm not entirely sure. No, we don't have like anything. Like we literally set up the platforms, we put the machines on, then we put the walls up and like made the building small enough so everything fit. I guess we didn't even finish that yet. But yeah, we were like removing some things and trying to make stuff fit in here. And then we're going to like actually make it a workable space where we can move around. So all of this needs to go. And this needs to go. And that. And that. Yeah, we're gonna figure out a lot of this stuff. So why did it seem like things were going slowly? Let's go back up here and take a look real quick. I might have missed something. Let's see. Where are we at? Where are we at? So if everything is working correctly, every one of these machines should just be going. So what are we missing? We're missing versatile framework. This one is actually constructing. Yeah, versatile framework seems to be going a little bit slower than what it should be. Let's go down to the previous floor. This is the same. Let's go down to the previous floor. Ah, pressing the wrong buttons. Oh, that's literally this one here. Okay, so which one's making the versatile framework? This is making modular frames. This is making screws. AI limiters. I'm not making them on the first floor, am I? Maybe I am. I don't know. Nah, there's no way. It's got to be made like in the back over here. Guys, I don't remember where I put anything. Steel pipes coming over here to make stators. This is... Are all of these modular frames? Magnetic control rod. AI limiter. Reinforced iron plate. They gotta be made on the first floor. I didn't actually think they were, but the versatile frames are on the first floor? The top floor? I mean, it makes sense they would be. I don't think I saw them. Or are they back here? Is it these machines maybe? Oh, it is. Okay. So this has a lack of rubber. Really? Why are we lacking rubber? Rubber is coming from over here. This belt is backed up, so how are we lacking rubber? I don't understand. I must have disconnected something by accident. What is this belt? Oh, yeah. I mean, I guess it would help if this rubber was actually feeding to everywhere. Okay, we found the problem. That seems better. So now we should be making the versatile frameworks at the correct amount. I don't know how that happened. That's really strange. Okay, we got green lights over here, and this one is also making them. 200. Yeah, we got plenty of rubber now. Plenty of rubber now. Great. Now, the other question is, I don't know how much we're making. So this says that we're making, or that we need 60, 100, over 100 just for this. And I think rubber was used in multiple resource production things here. I'm kind of curious, like how much we are actually producing. Oh, I gotta switch over to my jetpack. Oh, I didn't make it. Get on the edge of the belt. Just the edge. No, don't go backwards. We're gonna head on a little adventure. Oh, it looks like I forgot to undeafen here, but kind of doing stuff that's more of a solo thing. Azuma and Joe are both gonna be joining us today, it looks like, so that's fantastic to see. Oh, I don't think I will make this. I need to stop right here. And gently tap it, let the vertical momentum wear off, and then tap it again. We get like the most out of it.
Nas just resubscribed for 29 months. Hey Hypno. Almost 30. Loving HermitFactory streams.
Yo, FDNars, thank you so much for the 29-month resub, dude. Appreciate your face. You think I'm making 100 rubber, 5 refineries at 20 each? Yeah, I don't remember. That's why I just wanted to come over here and just take a look. So yeah, there's definitely 5. And yeah, 20 each. So if we're making, okay, so we're not making enough rubber, basically, is what I'm hearing here. Because those 3 versatile frameworks factories needed, what was it, 100.5 or 100.05? We're making slightly less than what we needed. So I should like slightly overclock one of these. Slightly. like that much. So I might need to overclock the oil that's coming into this slightly. Just slightly. By that much.
Lolacree just resubscribed for 36 months. Hi Hypno and chat. Happy Friday.
Yo,
3 years.
Lolo.
How? Hype heart hype wave hype max.
Thank you so much for the 3 years in the tier 2 support, dude. Appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. All right, I'm going to undeafen and say hello to the other hermits here. Oh, I just got kicked from the server, I think.
Yeah, because there was an update, and so you're the only one that can connect, since for some reason you're the only one whose client doesn't update.
Oh, so we're updating. Is that what's going on?
Yeah, I assume it's updating it now. Sorry about that.
Oh, okay. No problem.
How are you doing today, Hypno?
I'm doing well. I was just coming in here to say hello to everybody, and I got kicked at the exact same time.
Well, what
Sorry
a
about
coinky
that.
dink.
No
I
problem, no
sort of
problem.
assumed you weren't on the server.
Yeah, I don't know why my Steam... Maybe it's because I never turn off Steam. I just leave it running all the time. So
yeah,
it doesn't...
I've tried to disable updates on Satisfactory, and it'll still say you can't launch this until you update it.
Yeah, I don't know why mine does that.
And people are like, oh, it's easy, you just play it in offline mode. And I'm like, but then I can't connect to the server. And they're like, oh, yeah, I don't play a multiplayer. So it's like, I don't know. But yeah, how's the card signing going? I know you were hard at work on that last night.
Oh, man. I ended up doing all of them yesterday. All 1,200 of them. My hand was so aching by the end of the night. Holy...
I bet. Yeah, I spaced it out over 3 days, and my like neck and shoulder are a little off, but like my arms are fine, my hands are fine.
Yeah, I got a thing in my neck. Definitely. I think I strained a muscle from sitting in like the same position for so long.
Yeah, I've been trying to wiggle more while I'm streaming. Like wiggle, wiggle. And people like anytime somebody stops by my like flies in, like Cub fan flew in earlier on another stream.
Uh-huh.
And everybody's like, tell Cub fan to wiggle too. And I'm like, I'm not gonna tell Cub fan to wiggle, you guys. That's weird.
Hey, Joe, wiggle.
Fine, wiggle,
yeah, that's
wiggle.
weird.
Yeah, right? That's strange. We don't do that. Also, Cub was like clearly recording a segment, and everybody's like, tell Cub hi and to wiggle. And I'm like, no, he's doing a bit right now. I need to do the bit with him. This is important.
That's almost the perfect time to say something strange like that, though. When you know somebody's recording, then you'd come in there and just say something completely off the wall.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Cub, how's your neck wiggling? Not wiggling at all? You gotta wiggle that neck. Wiggle, wiggle.
So, how's the ointment for that rash working out for you?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, Cub, that pie you left in your window was delicious. I didn't leave a pie in my window. Well, I ate somebody's pie, and it was great.
Ooh, I see new buildings.
Yeah, where you at, X? Are you at the aluminum plant?
Aluminum factory.
Yeah, I can head your way. Yeah, I started on that new building where we were talking about it.
Nice.
Yeah, I think that you were right. That was a good line of sight because I have a great view of the aluminum plant from up there. And yeah, I'd be happy to show you what I've been up to over there.
I'm now updating chat. We're at 22%.
Scrambling over rocks.
Well, I'm a good distance away. I'm back at the modular frames plant, so I'll be a minute. No rush.
I'm still patching about 50% now.
Oh yeah, you got to download the update.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, the game didn't tell me there was an update. I had to, like, verify the game cache or whatever, the game files. Or validate or whatever it is.
This layout looks more factory-like. But I think if Wells saw these belts, he might cry.
Yeah, so I was trying something experimental with the blueprints, And what I realized was just building a fancy system for like getting arrays of constructors and assemblers didn't actually solve my transportation problem of inputs and outputs. And so I think I need to build some blueprints for like hallways with catwalks and conveyor stands, or the stackable conveyor belt things, to kind of go between those building blocks. But what I
Yeah,
was
we need
thinking,
we need like a universal connector hot corridor or
Mhm.
something. What's with this like diagonalness though? Is that just trying to do something different?
Yeah, well, I was like, it's hard to get the stuff on a diagonal consistently with the same angle every time. But I realized if I did it with the blueprint machine, then I could have the stuff at different angles consistently.
I think we need to embrace this and make this like feel really different from the other factories. Is it finished?
Not exactly, but I did kind of set it up so that you could start working on if you wanted to start laying out the front and stuff. I'm not sure how far back or to the side it's going to go, but it's basically the front is sorted, if that makes any sense.
It does, yeah.
Because yeah,
It
that was
does.
my goal, was to make sure that you had enough to start playing with by the time you got here.
I'm
And
gonna get
this,
to work.
yeah, that's where we're making supercomputers right now and
Ooh,
cooling devices.
So what are you guys working on today?
Well, I
this
was
new
just going to
factory.
show Asuma this factory up here. If you want
Oh,
to, I think I showed you parts of it. But yeah, Asuma, what I was kind of imagining was that those sheds would be kind of internal structures. And so those aren't necessarily like the outer walls of the building or anything. Those are just like kind of subdivisions inside the building for like noise or
It's
whatever
interesting you
reasons.
say that because I was looking at it and seeing it the same way. I was thinking we could build walkways around the edges and then attach the outside walls to the walkways.
Yeah, that sounds great. I wanted to give you something to kind of play with where I wasn't too opinionated going in, and you could kind of sort it out as you went, see where it took you.
Awesome. Yeah. Now this is gonna be a fun one.
yeah, good call, RL Tinker.
Oh my god, I've got to get my brain to remember the controls again. It's ridiculous. I can't remember how to change. Oh, there it is. Oh, build mode. There we go.
But yeah, I can also get this blueprint thing out of the way too, if you need. That was just kind of
Oh
set
well,
up there
if you when you're
temporarily.
done with it, you know.
Okay, but yeah, that wasn't necessarily part of the core structure, if you know. But yeah, I was experimenting with a few things on this. I was also experimenting with instead of shipping Caterium over as ore, I found a place where there was Caterium and water, and so I set up a bunch of purifiers or refineries or whatever to get all that going. Oh wow, you're over there at the you're getting walls in and stuff already around the logistics
Oh
stuff.
yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, just gonna get stuck in. I think I might change this bottom one out.
I also have another factory that's probably gonna need some TLC.
That's what I'm here for.
Yeah. Yeah, I built the factory that's
I wanna
making that
take.
magnetic whatever it is, the second item from the top there. Second item on the left for our complete phase 4 thing.
hmm
Yeah, that factory is completely done as of right now, but like the building's pretty rough.
Bearded Robot just resubscribed for 31
But yeah, the
months.
aluminum factory looks amazing from the top of this thing. So yeah, you were right about like spacing these out so that we have good line of sight and can appreciate each
Yo, OG
building
Bearded
from the other
Robot,
one.
thank you so much for the
'Cause,
31,
yeah,
dude.
going-
Immersive.
Yeah, because we were going way too far out or way too close. You were dead on about that.
All right, so I think what I'm gonna do, chat, is we're just going to like wall this off, and then try and figure out like the power situation, and then like depending on how long this takes, we're gonna try and make our way over to the other hermits and see what they're up to. But yeah, I kind of want to get this like we were still in the process of trying to get this shape all figured out.
Oh, there we go.
I am oil starved. I need 210 raw oil. You're only making a little over 120 for the plastic and rubber factory. Didn't I tap multiple nodes? Gosh, I just came from over there. I hate having to go back again. Okay, if we see these belts like starting to run dry, then we'll go back there and check it out.
Ah.
There's almost too much to keep track of in this game. Like, I realize you need to match your inputs with your usage and your outputs and whatever, but almost too much to keep track of. All right, so this section is all walled off. There's room to like walk around. We have our input here. I gotta figure this out a little bit so that it doesn't look like a belt just being clipped through the wall. But we'll do that later. All right, let's get out of here. All right, so yeah, I think we'll just extend this out one more on this side. Do I need to extend it on? I will need to extend on that side. That's gonna pose a slight problem here because I don't want our building connected to that pylon. So we might have to adjust that a little bit. It's not a big deal. Okay. And then this side. Yeah, this needs to be extended out by one. And then we got the same issue with this pylon, I think. Yeah, these belts are gonna be like in a bad spot, but we'll get those figured out. Again, we're just trying to figure out like what the actual shape of this building is gonna look like, the size and all this kind of stuff. Then we'll figure out like the more logistical parts of this. So yeah, this whole thing is gonna have to move because this is gonna be in the wall here. So I think what I'm gonna do, but right now, just to keep us going, I think we're just gonna get these walls up in here. Oh wait, these are 2 meter? What the heck? That's a mistake. Okay, so this side we still got to figure out. I'm gonna leave that alone over there for now. We will change that up at some point. And then this, actually, I could shave off. I don't need this. Do I? No, I do need that.
One thing that would be really cool is if we set up belts going through walls.
Yeah, those belt window things. Yeah, feel free to put those in, and you know we can reattach stuff as you go. Whatever makes sense for you.
Well, I think yeah, I could do that, but then the thing wouldn't be like running because they don't line up, so it'd like need a complete redo.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, because like this one here you've got working. This one just lines up, I guess, though, naturally.
Yeah, that was just happy coincidence.
Oh, gotcha. But I mean, if we wanted to set up a double wall one here, yeah, you'd have to remove the lifts and redo them at the bottom, but like it would be doable.
That's the thing. It would take me a long time because I'm not used to placing them, and they're a bit of pain. I'll leave it like that for now, though.
Okay, well let me see what I can do real quick. So double wall lift double lift wall thing here. Conveyor wall times 2, conveyor wall times 3. Are you using like the standard wall here or like the concrete wall? These look kind of like dyed concrete, huh?
They're just concrete. I think. I mean, it could be defaulting to something without me realizing it.
Okay, yeah. This works right here. Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, and then zoop that up like so. So that might not be aligned with the windows like the other one, but you know, it at least would kind of work.
You saying we got red lights here?
There's a double one.
Where's red lights?
And then the things should snap to it as well.
Where are the lights on these machines? I don't even see them. Green. The smelters.
Well, at the same time, we might end up needing another
all green.
Input and output
I see
here.
a red. I see a red.
And these were already kind of close to the alignment for the other one. So
Is
I
this
decided to just
you might want to add more belts.
Oh, I just didn't add power.
Yeah. And so, but since these are previously aligned with these windows like
there
that,
we go.
it kind of just made sense to do this as a double here.
Yeah.
Good eye, chaps. Thank you.
Okay to build more belts inside.
I think we could make it work. I'm gonna come up and over here so I can fix that lift now.
So much smoke, cough, cough. Thing is, though, I think we might be over
like, there isn't
the amount of concrete we need. Like this
really
belt is backed up, right?
Conveyor belt
I don't know. I'm pretty sure I made everything to spec, but it seems like we're backed up on this concrete, so I don't know.
This one here I might be able to do myself. Yeah. This is a little.
I mean, this is completely full. I have no idea why we are so backed up on concrete. Okay, so probably what I should do. No, that's a maintenance. So this is our second floor.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
Perfect.
that one turned out to be pretty straightforward.
Yeah, I had that pretty well aligned in the first place. It looks like because I had the I was using the stackable belts at that point.
I think I'm gonna open this up.
Back in the center.
We'll leave like the top layers here, but just so we can kind of see these floors.
Right, I reckon this thing could get a paint job or something later on, but as of right now, that's a nice little
shed.
Yeah, shed-looking structure at the front.
Oops, flew out of range of the lightning. So I wanted to go look at it. I forgot I had the electric pack on, not the rocket check pack. Oops.
I have a bit of an idea for something we could do here that might look interesting.
Okay.
Is it an issue with the lift and the tiers? Well, the thing is, I'm not sure. Oh, this is the
We
wrong
need a
floor,
couple of
actually.
blocks.
This is the logistic floor.
Let's see. Yeah, look at this. You could put.
I'm not sure that
Not
we're
perfectly
needing
aligned.
more
Ooh,
concrete than
actually.
what we're making is the thing.
Oh, there you go.
Well, and if we wanted to clean up this limestone belt on the way in here, like that was kind of just pre-existing. We could route that entirely differently somehow. Because that's just like popping out of this miner here and.
Well, I'm trying to embrace how it is, but
No
it
such
might
thing
not
as
look
too
good,
much.
But this
Okay.
is what I was thinking. There's a build mode. Diagonal. I think there's a better one than that. Freeform, there you go. So that now gives it a bit more of a...
little heft to it, little support.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a cool look, yeah.
All right. Let me put these blocks back in.
It's pretty straightforward to link them together. And then just paint them after. Oh, there's a bit of a
Oops.
distance limit here.
So I'm not sure if I should extend out like the maintenance area to kind of like over here, because it seems kind of weird that the second floor is right there with the maintenance underneath
That
it.
works.
Maybe. I feel like you should just be able to walk in from this platform into this without having to like go up. Although we could do something with ramps or some like staircases. I'm not sure. I'm just trying to think about the shape of this and what it's looking like. Then we still got...
What about that? That looks way more like a
Oh,
The
IRL
first floor.
structure.
bridge, yeah. Ooh, that's looking good.
This is something we could use at a much larger scale, actually.
An
Oh,
outdoor
yeah, it didn't
garden.
even
I'm
occur to
not
me to
sure
try it
that
like
there's
that.
very much stuff to like do gardening with in this game though.
Yeah, see, this is gonna look killer in the distance from out there.
Yeah, it probably will, actually, yeah. I reckon it needs painting, but I'm just focusing on the basics right now.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Oh,
Get the
actually,
rough
if we
shape
were
in.
to just like readjust the heights of the belts here, it would be a bit more uniform and probably look, you know, much more consistent.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever you think is best. Because I mean, we've got enough limestone going in all the time. Like we can have it, you know, we can disrupt it temporarily, and it's not a problem. Those.
I'm gonna go ahead and deafen them since they're like chatting on and on and on about stuff that I'm not even like next to. I think it would probably make sense to move this pillar like over here. Let's see. Yeah, maybe we just like make this a 2 wide pillar and just like have everything come out horizontally from there. Although this one comes out on the 3rd. Yeah, we might. I don't know. Does that belt need to come up there exactly right there? I guess that's the question. Not really, because we got room in here to like curve it however we want to. I'm just thinking like if we keep these like vertically up here, like this one behind this one, then this one can go in, and then underneath in there we can like curve it around, and then this one goes up. I think that would probably look better. Now, does that belt need to be in that exact space? Or can we move it? Okay, so we could like center these on the platform and make that look better, and then just come in here and like adjust it ever so slightly or whatever. So yeah, I think we're gonna bring both of those through the center of here. Why do we have... Oh, because we wanted to keep these belts even. That's why we did this. I understand now. I remember. Okay. Yeah, so let's build another pillar, like 2 platforms out. Then we'll just run everything this way, and then we'll adjust the belt once they enter the building. I think we did it the way we did, just so it looked better while we were building it. Oh, this is gonna be impossible while I'm flying. Ugh. Let me on here. Ugh. Right, and then we want another set of these like right here. Is that gonna work? I don't think that's gonna work actually. I wonder actually if I could, instead of doing what I just did there, like if I do this, does that look okay? Yeah, I think we'll connect them like that somehow. I don't think we can connect these like this. Oh, we can do like a little loop-de-loop thing. I think we might be able to get them to come over. Not entirely sure. That might be too long. Too long. What if I scooch this back? That still might be too long. Oh, let's go. Hello? From there to here, please. From here to there. And these belts are emptied, so we can just get rid of this. Other thing is, I don't remember like which material is going where. We have plastic on top, or plastic on the bottom. Azuma's left the game. Plastic on the bottom. Azuma has returned to the game. Okay, so a thing that I messed up on is I made the top of this platform not the 1 meter. So we fixed that. And then stacking conveyors. So if the wall is right here, we need the conveyor like that. And then we're gonna need another one back here somewhere. I don't know if that's gonna be enough. So basically we need this bottom one. Did I say plastic was on top or on the bottom? That might have been why we did the weird thing. Plastic is on the bottom. Okay. If we had plastic on the bottom already, this would be nice, but we don't. Can invert them back at the other lifts at the cliff? Yeah, so the way I want this to work is the bottom line comes over here, goes into a lift, and then goes over here. And then the top line comes just before it, goes into a lift, and then goes up to the other floor. And yeah, if we're going to do that, it would be better to have this inverted thing. This is going to be really annoying. We could just do it right here, I think, right? We don't have to go... I was thinking we had to do it up here. We could do it right here. I want plastic on the bottom and rubber on top. Which, all I gotta do is just reverse these belts. Or these lifts. Wait a second, why is it not? I'm confused. What is this? This is a splitter. Oh, okay, we gotta turn these. So I'm gonna place that here. So I want this input coming from the other side. Then I want this input coming from the other side. So now I just gotta get all the wrong stuff off these belts. Yeah, you meant at the bottom? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was thinking up at the top where I did the weird crisscross thing. But yeah, that's pretty simple to do right here. So let's just put a storage. Then I'll clear all this stuff off. Get it the correct order. Oh, we don't have to worry about syncing right now. And there we go. All right, so we delete this, delete that, delete this. Okay, so now everything's in the correct order. So yeah, plastic on the bottom. So we want this guy here. We want this coming up to this level here. I think that should be about right. That looks about right. And then we want this one here. And that looks like that is the correct height right there. I hope. What? Oh, that was weird. So what I might do It's just something like this. Whoa. And that's just going to be covered up inside a foundation. Like, we're not going to see that. And then we'll probably throw one of these things here. That's got to be nudged back ever so slightly, actually. Yep. So now it looks like that belt is going into something kind of. All right, so now we need this belt to come over here. How do I want to do this? Well, that's actually pretty good. Height is a little bit of a difference. I'm not sure that matters, though. We're just going to go ahead and do that. Then again, we'll do the same thing. Just put like a little lift here. That doesn't really do anything, although we can't. Nope. Okay, so what we're going to do for this one, we're going to do this a little differently. We're actually just going to put in a conveyor wall. Wait, what? Oh. What the heck? I don't know how I did that, but okay. Yeah, so we're just going to have that go into a conveyor wall, and then we'll probably, like, have this belt curve around. We'll just have another wall right here. And that'll just go into this. Not like that, though. And we'll figure this one out, make this look nicer. I mean, what does this look like? What does that look like if we do that, I wonder? I mean, that's not awful. It's not great, but it's not awful. So can we just do the same thing here? Well, we'll figure that out. We can make that better later. Let's get everything connected up so like this continues to operate. Let's do the top one first. It's easier. And then the bottom one. Here we go. Right, so we need pillar. We need delete. I think I delete these actually. Okay. Now, what were we doing here with this? This was the old pillar. And then Okay. So that part, I think, is probably going to be the final. What about the other entry belts? Well, I like the way the belts look on the sand. Look at that. On the sand dunes. That's kind of cool. All right, so as far as this one's concerned, we need all of those materials going in here. Now, one thing we didn't do with this is we didn't like have these go into a lower section. So theoretically, we could change this up and have all these materials like run under the building and then pipe them up where we need them for cleanliness. I think it's probably a little too late for that though. That's something we could have done. But as far as the way this is gonna look in here, geez, I'm not sure what to do. Maybe we just leave this open like it is. We could probably add a 4 meter on top. Maybe we could do like half platform. That might close that in better. Or half foundation. I can't tell which way this thing's facing. Is this facing the right way? Oh, this is like not what I want, but okay. It's like the exact center instead of like 1/2. The exact center of the texture. Oh no, Joe left the game. How are things going over there, Azuma?
Pretty good. Just working on a very big building.
Good, good.
Ooh. Whereabouts are you?
I'm over by the computer factory.
Cool. As you know, I don't know where anything is in this world.
Right. Yeah, this is the one where you had to go through the desert and you're driving the explorers and all this kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that was a really cool area. That desert.
Yeah, I'm hoping that this factory will actually look pretty cool. I'm done with it. It's got some interesting shapes that I'm starting to uncover right now.
Nice.
But it like,
I'll have to come over and have a look in a bit.
yeah, it definitely needs some TLCs, some nice details.
We came up with something pretty cool earlier. Below belts, if you create some metal pillars and then use the painted beams in freeform mode, you can create like crosses between them. Looks like something you might see like IRL.
I'm sorry, you're saying below a belt, if you do what?
Just imagine like placing down a couple of pillars, right?
Uh-huh.
Then you go, I don't know, 20, 30 meters away, place down another couple of pillars.
Okay.
Then between the top corner of one and the bottom of the other, you do a painted beam in freeform.
Oh, so like bracing between the pillars?
Yes. Yeah, you can create that. Oh, and I saw something really cool in a video using curves where someone would use the painted beams to go between the different points of two larger curves. So you can make like curved roofs and stuff with it. Which is probably quite advanced, but if we blueprint it, it might end up being quite like repeatable.
I'm just trying what you were saying just a moment ago, see if I can get something to look pretty cool here or not.
Do we have any builds anywhere that have got like a curve in them?
A curve in them?
Yeah.
That I'm not sure about. A curvy build.
I'm not even sure if I know of anything that is or has curvature. I have to think about it.
I'm not sure if this is quite what X was talking about. I just made a giant X though. But yeah, I could see that. Like if you had all of these connected in such a way, that could look pretty cool. I'm gonna leave this kind of detail stuff to him though. Like I'm just happy with the these pylons as they are. But yeah, it definitely feels like there could be some cross members or something. Like if there was an arch or something underneath these, so it almost looked like a bridge, that could be really neat. But I don't know if you can do anything like that. Think this would look nice if it started from halfway up the pillar instead of the very bottom? Yeah, quite possibly. Is a container full of the end product? No. When we logged in earlier, there was like 250 of them. There's no way it's full by now. But we got 500 of them. That's what we needed. So tell you what, I'm just going to take these to spawn. We're going to leave this structure alone.
I know where there's a curve.
For the moment.
There's curved foundations.
Oh, true. Like the half pipes or whatever.
Hmm.
Yeah, putting those cross members between those pillars would definitely have to be a blueprint thing. I agree. But yeah, this building, oh man, look at it from here. That looks pretty cool, doesn't it? It's all the same color, but because like this second floor is inset ever so slightly than the other two layers, it's got like this shadow thing going on. I like it. But that building definitely needs like some real love. We've given it like ever so slightly a little bit of attention, kind of like figuring out what the real shape of it should be. But now it's time for the detail. Tear it all down, you don't need it anymore. Yeah, if nothing else, we could just sync those items, I guess. I don't know if we're going to need them for anything from any other parts or any other projects. If not, we could just sync them and get like massive amounts of points for like the trophies. I don't know if anybody even cares about that. Did I ever put a dimensional depot at the output of the new factory? No, because we don't really need those. It's like a space station thing, and it might be used in another space station item. I actually don't know. Let me look here. I can't do that while I'm driving. It says it's used in something, but whatever it's used in is not unlocked right now, and I'm assuming the next tier after we complete this stage. And in that case, we will chain our current factory to whatever needs it. Or we'll use drones, or we'll do something. You guys need to work on better travel methods, like hypertubes connecting the factories. This is very slow. It's fine. We get to explore the world. I know in the future there's actual instant teleportation. Like you unlock that, you can make warps from one place to another. Until then, I'm perfectly fine utilizing conventional methods of travel. Nothing wrong with that. Whee! Hey, get off there. Dude, are these dismantle crates on the map? How come there are so many? I'm gonna have to talk to Joe about that. I guess dismantle crates wouldn't bother me so much if they weren't by default like infinite range on the compass. Man, I guess I could just come in here and like turn this off. But it also feels like littering, like leaving those around, so I don't know. Maybe that's the columns in the corners between the first and the third floors that look really cool. Yeah, that's kind of the plan that I wanted to do. But I don't think I'm gonna mess with like the fine detailing portion of that right now. Oh, I was gonna go back to the main base. We can get there from here actually. I'm gonna leave this here in the center. Are these things all running? I love these coal plants. 8 of them on this side are no longer running. Although, where's this coal going? Oh, it's going over there. Okay, all that stuff should come back on. Hey, Neptune, how you doing, dude? We got 4 over here not running. What does the network option on the pipe do? That's every connected pipe that contains that fluid along that pipe network will get flushed. When you do just the segment only, it does like to the first split. Like if you go to a T-junction, it'll do everything before that T-junction. Yeah, this side has always just worked. I don't know what is different between this side and the other side and why the other side like fails every now and then. Try replacing tier 1 pumps to tier 2. You think that's what the problem is? What am I doing? Me through. Did I use tier 2 pumps on the other side? Oh look, a dismantle crate. Oh no, it's personal storage. No, I'm using 1 pumps over here and these are fine. Yay, Joe has joined the game again.
Welcome back, Joe.
He's still deafened.
Rude.
I know, right? What a guy.
I think he's gonna like the progress I've made here.
I'm kind of curious to see what you're working on. I'm going to be over there shortly. I'm just dropping off the space station things that I was working on, since we now have enough.
Did you see the factory that Joe made up on the hill from the aluminium bit?
Quite possibly. I mean, I've seen a few of the things he's been working on. Okay, so you're over at the aluminum area?
That's correct, yeah.
All right, I'll be making my way over there and come see what you guys are up to. Oh, look at it go up there. Complete phase 4.
Oh, nice. What do we unlock from that?
We unlocked the ability to do the other 3 items.
You unlock more unlocks.
I don't know. The item that I put in there says that it's using another recipe, but that recipe isn't unlocked yet. So, like, I guess whatever base 5 holds for us contains that item in some recipe.
Yeah, almost every space station part is used in the construction of the next space station part, right? Because like the versatile frameworks we used in the last phase as their own item, and this time you use those in combination with something else.
Yeah, that was the thing that I just made there that are uploaded now.
Excellent. I'm just getting turbo motors automated because we need those for particle accelerators, which I think we need in order to make that 4th item with the 100 there.
Oh, that's like the biggest frames or whatever those are, yeah.
Yeah, well, those are like compression frame nuclear pasta things, I think.
That sounds
Nuclear
delicious.
pasta.
Reminds me of like mom's home cooking.
Nuclear pasta, just like Mom used to make.
Nuclear pasta, that's making me hungry.
Pasta's legit making me hungry right now.
I was gonna say it's after dinner time there. We haven't had dinner yet here.
Yeah, I made myself some greens with sea bass and sweet potatoes earlier today.
Ooh.
It was nice.
Okay, so I'm at the aluminium factory. Where are you guys at? Oh, you're right in front of me. I can see you on the HUD.
Yeah, you want to look over, like, if you were at the front of the factory where the road goes into that big entrance, we're left. If you look to your left down the road.
Yep, I see your name on the HUD.
That's me.
Truck appears to be having problems.
Is it deadlocked or out of fuel?
Good question.
Because sometimes they're deadlocked if they're directly facing each other. Like, the paths are not supposed to directly cross.
It's got fuel.
Yeah. Sometimes if you just get in it and, like, back it up a little bit, if it, like, hit a lamp or something, it just needs somebody to redirect it slightly.
Okay, we should switch over to drones completely, is what you're saying.
I mean, that or trains, because, yeah, the trucks they do have enough problems where I see why they're a relatively early game thing, even though we didn't start using them until much later. Like, yeah, I see why they're an early game thing.
Oh, I like the open concept here.
Sorry, the open concept, the roof for the drone.
Sure.
Are you looking at the big glass building with the orange beams?
Yeah, the one's like 3 stories tall and it's just open inside with the drone in it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the drone port. Moving that thing higher up actually might look really cool. Joe, I don't know how much of a fan of rebuilding you are, but
Oh, I mean, it wouldn't be a problem because I mean the drone port is 1 unit. I would just set up a conveyor or a lift to bring the stuff down.
well,
I would
it's not just that. There's a
Or you're
few other
saying-
bits here. Like if you come look around at the foundations of this thing,
Mhm.
you'll see that there's a couple of bits that like overlap, which we can leave. It will still function. But if you want it to all look consistent, then like I don't know if you can see where I am right now.
I'm actually no, I was just at the drone port at the modular frames place. I'm on my way back now.
Oh, okay.
Because yeah, I was trying to get the extra electromagnetic control rods over there to make the turbo motors. But yeah, we can move most of the stuff up. The thing is that some of the stuff is at that level because the truck station is right there. And you know, until we move everything to drones, which the thing is, drones are really good for parts that have that are super advanced, like you know, moving computers around or supercomputers even. But you don't want to move coal with them or you know, components at the low level
Yeah.
because they don't have the capacity to move enough of them. Like Caterium, we're better off using belts than drones or trucks or trains. You
That
know?
makes a lot of sense.
Well, you just get more drones and more docking ports. Just scale it up.
Well, the thing is, drone ports actually use the 3rd most amount of power in the game.
We make
And-
more power. It's fine.
I mean, yeah, if you guys want to make more power, more power to us. I
More
guess.
power to us. Dude, this Z Fighting X. Oh my goodness.
Z fighting? Oh, do you mean on the pillars with
Yeah.
the windows?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah,
isn't
that's
it?
really, really bad.
Could we maybe plate that with something to fix it?
We could probably rebuild them so
Put
they're
an
like
extra layer of
pinched in a
walls on the
little.
outside or something.
Nah. The way to do it, I think, would just be to rebuild it like pinched in a little, but it probably won't look as bad. Let's have a look.
Oh yeah, because on this side they're not at the edge.
So like that. It just makes it look a little less connected. You could also use the nudge tool, I think. Anyway, I'm not sure that I'm gonna leave it for now.
What I'm saying is on the other side, like there's a little bit of a gap between the pillars and the wall, but on that side you have the pillars right up against the
okay.
wall.
Huh.
Except for the very
Yeah,
front, I guess.
you can like control nudge it into the corner, and then it's really close.
Oh, I see.
But yeah, I don't feel like rebuilding that right now. Kind of want to follow the vision a bit.
Oh, that's fine.
Ah. Wow, all the way it goes.
Yeah, I'll just mess with this a little bit, try and make that not as jarring.
Yeah, I had to use the nudge tool with the control thing.
Yep.
Oh, wow, I'm driving toward this and I can see the glass windows, the walls coming in the distance and the sloped roof. Yeah, that's looking real good, Asuma.
Thank you.
I'm almost to the parking lot. And then, yeah, I can take a look at what you want me to move.
I don't know how to do these horizontal ones. This is ridiculous.
Oh, I see what you mean about the Z fighting. Oh, boy, yeah, that's rough. Okay. Ooh.
It's pretty wild, isn't it?
Straight just resubscribed.
Yeah,
I
that's-
have a higher
78
tolerance for that
months.
stuff.
Clearly, yeah. Ooh. Okay, yeah, I thought it was gonna be a little bit subtle.
Oh, you want to do it like this, Hypno, right? Like if you look down where I'm aiming,
I don't know where
Right.
you are, so I don't know where you're
I'm
aiming.
next to you.
Oh, I see you now?
wait. Well, can you see me where I'm
Yeah.
aiming down here?
Yeah, I'm behind
So-
you right now. I see you.
The bottom is actually not Z fighting, so if I remove it all the way to there, what you probably want to do is start with these pillars, so they go to the roof.
Uh-huh.
Now that won't be Z fighting, and then do the ones across, because this is currently like misaligned because it's in slightly.
Oh, I see. So this is actually snapping to that pillar. I was okay. Yeah. That's right.
Ah. Lock.
Oh, that looks so much better without the Z fighting. Way better, way better.
Oh, this one. So when I placed one of the pillars over here, it was way out from the wall. I didn't realize. So that's why it wasn't Z fighting on that side.
Yep. All right, so this one just needs to be nudged a little bit from the wall. Yeah, the other side looked like those were perfectly placed.
They were actually off by quite a bit.
But they were
so now that
perfect.
we're nudging them in, I can see that we need to do the same thing on the other side. Kind of forgotten where I put them actually. There we go.
Oh. The
Is
heck?
that one correct? That looks it. So now,
Oh, we're both messing at the same exact spot. Okay, I'll stop.
I think that's it.
Yeah, I think that
except
side
the
is fine.
front. The front probably has a lot of Z fighting. Yeah, it does. Yeah, I'll fix the front. 'Cause
Okay.
That's slightly different.
Yeah, aside from the front, I think everything's good now.
No, that's wrong. That way. There we go.
Yo, X-Ray, thank you so much for the 78-month tier 3, dude. Appreciate you. Big support, long-term support. Thanks, dude.
Very good.
Did you say very good?
I did not.
Like
but
Matthew Berry?
Who's
Does it
Matthew
meet his
Berry?
high standards?
see that guy that wrote that book?
The guy
Oh,
that
wait,
wrote that
he's-
book?
He's the other one. He's the
He's
one
the-
with all the friends.
Matt Berry is in like What We Do in the Shadows. He's a actor. He's a comedian.
Oh, are you
Oh.
thinking Matthew Perry?
Yeah.
oh
that
yeah,
guy.
Friends is Matthew Perry. That's a different guy.
Is it? There's not glass ramp walls, is there?
Nope.
Yeah,
I just leave
there's
them
glass
those gaps.
roofs that are ramps, but not ramp walls. I don't think.
You're just gonna leave those empty then, I assume?
I actually originally built them with stuff
Yep.
everywhere. You know, whatever they're called, those things that go in those gaps. And
Yep.
then I ripped them all out because it looked better, I thought, the other way around.
Yeah, it's kind of short-sighted that they don't have the glass ramps like that. This game is literally unplayable because those don't exist.
That's how I feel all the time. I was like, boy, the frame rate on this is terrible, literally unplayable. Actually, that's ironically, this is one of the games that's so good that like even at 3 frames a second, I'm like, I'm completely mentally engaged. I don't care. Give me the game.
Is your frame rate?
It was bad when I first logged in and was driving around really fast, and there was like a lot of areas loading. Normally, it's fine. It was just like that one part when I first got in. But yeah,
I'm getting about 100 FPS here, and this is fun.
Show off.
Am I showing off? I don't know.
I cap my game at 70.
Yeah, mine's capped at 70 normally too.
I uncap it.
Rebel.
Actually, I don't even know if it's uncapped. What is it set to? Max FPS 144.
Oh, you're playing on a 144 monitor?
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
I think this monitor actually goes to 165 or something, but it's just like a weird frame rate, so I'd never do that.
Oh, sorry, what number did you say it went to?
I think it was a 165.
Oh, wow. I didn't know they were going that high.
Oh, you can get monitors that go like 300 plus.
What's the use case for one like that?
Probably like high-end FPS shooter professionals.
Oh, well, yeah.
So if you're you know, you need super high frame rates for VR to work. And so if you're testing stuff for VR, you might want to have the same frame rate on your monitor that they would have inside the goggles.
Yeah. Do either of you have a VR headset?
Yes, I have the Steam Index or the Valve Index, and it is really fun. But like, it kind of helped me stay sane during the pandemic because I was playing mini golf with a bunch of people from the pinball community when we couldn't hang out otherwise. But yeah, like now that I can go outside, I don't use it as much.
Makes a lot of sense.
But yeah, it was really great for just having something to hang out with people and feel like you're kind of in the same room even when we couldn't, you know.
That's cool.
So Joe, you're working currently on one of these space station products, right?
Well, I'm working on turbo motors, which are a prerequisite for several of those, but it's not one of the space station products itself, I don't think.
Is there a way to see like what those items are named without going through every
I just
item
go to
in
the
the
wiki
game?
every time because I have no idea. I keep thinking that too. Like, there really should be a way to do this, but as far as I can tell, there is not.
Like, there's a way to bring up an index. Yeah, here we go. Fused modular frame? No, that's not. What's the big
These
item?
modular frames we've already made.
Thermal propulsion rocket. So is that the one you're working towards? That's the cooling system and the turbo motor?
We do have cooling systems and turbo motors now.
But we don't have modular engines.
No, that I don't have. I think that does. What do you need for that?
Motors, rubber, and smart plating.
I am not doing anything with rubber because I don't know how petroleum works in this game.
I'm thinking that would probably be something we set up over by the motor factory, honestly.
If we have extra rubber over there, because we can use drones to move some of the other high-end components in.
I don't think we're making smart plating anywhere.
No, I haven't seen that in anything. I do have the dimensional depot set up and uploading turbo motors. Not very quickly, maybe like a few per minute, but that's something because we need those to build particle accelerators as well, which we definitely need for that 4th item in there.
And what's the other item that is... Yeah, they really should have like a section in this index that's like current space station products or whatever.
I think you're supposed to go to the hub for that, which is really inconvenient.
It really is. I agree.
Because you can't build a second hub, can you, by definition?
Nah, we looked into it.
So it looks like
was like,
assembly director system is that first item. And that is stuff. Adaptive control units and supercomputers. I don't think we're making adaptive control units, are we?
I am.
Oh, you are. Look at you, Mr. Fancy Pants over here making adaptive
wait.
control units.
No, I'm making versatile wiring because I knew we needed to make adaptive control units later. But I do have adaptive wiring set up. So we're partway there. Okay, yeah, sorry about that. I was ahead of myself.
How do you know how much adaptive wiring you're making?
I've got 4 industrial containers backed up for when, because I thought Wells was going to get trains going, so I was going to connect them to his train network and dump them all into there.
I
so
see.
I've had that thing running for like a week and a half.
Oh,
It's not fast, but I've got a lot of it back. I've got 4 containers backed up, 4 of the double containers backed up.
well, we need 10 of those for every assembly director system. So it looks like we are gonna need 1,000 of them.
Oh, that's not bad. We could. I
Wait.
mean, I've also got that hooked up to the dimensional depot. You could grab 1,000 of
No,
them.
we're
out
gonna
there
need 5,000 of those.
Okay. But yeah, we could also set up a drone port over there and have it carry the versatile wiring wherever we need. Or, yeah, whatever it's called. The adaptive wiring. What is it? It's advanced automated wiring. Yeah.
OC supercomputer.
Yep, we are producing those. That's over at the supercomputer plant that Suma and I are working on.
So you're making supercomputers, huh?
Yep, we got supercomputers over here and turbo motors, because we need some similar parts for both.
I'm just trying to think like what we need to like get going here on the next stages.
We've got like 1/3 to 1/2 of each of these. We just don't have like the last bit of each of these. It feels like.
So you're making fused modular frames. No, I'm sorry, heavy modular frames. Do we have those somewhere?
Yes, and we have fused modular frames.
We didn't need the heavy.
Well, no, so we have both.
Yeah.
Is my point. And they're both in the same area near the modular frames. But yeah, fused modular frames are made from heavy modular frames
Right.
plus aluminum plus cable.
Plus aluminum plus cable.
Yeah, the aluminum casings.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're going to the next stage. Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, that's why, because you had asked if we had fused modular frames.
Yeah, I said the wrong one. It's actually heavy modular frames.
Gotcha. We also have probably like 6 double shipping containers of heavy modular frames. We have so many of those. Because, yeah, unlike Wells, I'm just like, you know what? Let's just fill these things up and then have it ready to dump on a train or a truck if we need it later.
Yeah, I almost wonder if it would have been smart for us to like... I know at the very start, we were talking about setting up like a storage for all the things that we're making. But I almost wonder if it would have been smart for us to like have a checklist of every item in the game and just like set up a factory for that and have it all deposited in one location. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, and Wells was talking about doing that with the train system eventually, but like, you know, obviously he's busy with other stuff. So, I mean, we
I'll
can...
say if you want to do it. Sounds like a really good idea.
I mean, yeah, I think that starting to build a depot like that would be logical. And we could start using the existing road network and trucks and, you know, also eventually implement the trains as well. Because, like, yeah, we've got a ton of stuff that I've just been building in the background
Yeah, because you're building all this stuff. I have no idea that it even exists. So
Yeah,
it'd
I've
be
generally
nice if
tried to
we
put it
had.
on the map, but yeah.
It'd be nice if we just had like a location where we could just go to and be like, do we have this? Yes or no?
Well, I think what killed that for us initially was well, as soon as we got the SAM depots, the dimensional depots, we were just like, oh, we don't need to have everything go back to the hub anymore.
True for building. Yeah.
Yeah. But we still obviously need it for other stuff.
Well, I'm not sure what I'm doing for today right now. Like, I got done with the factory. It needs some like fine finishing details, but like we're gonna be moving on.
Factory.
What's that?
Let's go have a look at your factory then.
You want to do that?
For sure. Before we go though, I'll just let you know what the dealio with all of this is. I think this looks excellent, by the way.
Yeah, it's really coming together.
It's nice. So my thinking is that, like, we transition from glass to giving the impression of a bit more of a structure here. We'll have, you see these catwalks here. We'll try and get these moving like all over the place through these different corridors and avenues and stuff, so it feels like it's connected. Yeah, and then a little higher up we'll have some more windows and stuff. But that's kind of the idea. So I've given us some space between where this wall is and where Joe's built. So we'll try and fill that in with catwalks essentially. That's kind of the vision for it.
I wonder how the catwalks are gonna work through like some of these weird angled and narrow passages and stuff.
Be fun.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Is I realize in the future when I build those modules, I need to have like a 2 to 4 foundation gap between them for catwalks and conveyors and stuff. This was my first time ever playing with blueprints, and I learned a lot about what I didn't know. But yeah, I mean it's a very functional factory, but it is not very logically laid out or easy to get from one thing to another, unfortunately.
All right, I'm good. I keep looking and placing.
Just one more thing. Just one more thing.
One more thing. That's it. It's like Minecraft all over again. Oh, there's a window missing there.
I think there's a couple of them actually.
Yeah, there is. They almost add a little, like they break it up a little bit. It might be worth leaving them like that. But anyway. Oh, okay. The roof is rendering weird. Yeah, this looks excellent. Just getting a few different angles on it. I swear I'm not going to do anything else after this.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to come out to about that. Yeah, no, okay, right. I'm good. Let's go. What are we doing? We getting in a truck?
What's that?
Shall I hitch a ride? There's a truck here. Oh no, it killed me.
LOL.
That's how we learn.
Oh my god.
Yeah, if a vehicle's
actually, no,
moving, you can't stop it with your body, Zuma. Rule number 1 of
I was
living.
just trying to hitch a ride, that was all.
I'll meet you over at the coal plant because I think that's the closest. Like,
how do I get there? Wait, if I make a vehicle.
To
get to the coal plant, you turn at the aluminum plant. You know how there's that road that goes through the aluminum plant? You want to go through the aluminum plant.
Okay. Wait, what do I use to get around? Isn't it an Explorer? That looks more like
Yeah,
it.
Explorer's the fast one.
Oh no, wait, I want my little
I think I'm taking the slowest possible
That moves
way.
half
I
the speed of the
probably...
Explorer, just so you know.
Yeah,
okay.
we need to get
That's why
like
it's a factory
better...
cart for navigating inside the factory, but when you're traveling long distances, you really want the Explorer.
I think I am
Rock
going to start
wheel.
sitting at Piper tubes
I hope
along
that
these
doesn't make me go
roads.
insanely fast. Okay.
The coal plant's just
Whoa,
right
it
up here at the
does
top
go
of the
really,
hill,
really
though.
fast. So where I go left of the aluminum.
Yeah, just follow
Yes.
the road that goes through the aluminum factory, and the coal plant's like basically straight ahead.
Ooh. Still haven't finished this factory. Go.
I'm not a big fan of the hypertube setup. Like, it's cool that it's a
We're probably gonna
thing.
end up with like a ton of half-built factories, right?
I mean, that's the way this game's gonna go. Like, unless you're gonna spend, you know, hours and hours on every single factory.
I think we could if we do it as a group, you know.
Well, I mean, that's one of those things, though, too, where, like, you know, we can determine the pace we want to play at, you know.
Yeah, I can see myself playing this game for quite some time. The building in it is just really good. Okay, so I go up the hill and I go right.
Yeah, just keep going up past the
And then
coal
left.
plant.
The coal plant is
The blue building.
one above the water. Okay, so keep going up. Yep.
Yeah, you're coming up right behind me. We're gonna be making a right-hand or a left-hand turn up here.
Okay.
And I'm about to catch up to you guys in an Explorer shortly.
Wait, are you behind me?
I'm in front of you.
Oh, okay. I'm heading towards the space elevator, right?
No, we're heading towards
No?
the garage.
Right, that's a left-hand turn. Oh.
Yep, I said right, and then I said, oh, I mean left.
Oh, I didn't hear that bit. You're not driving on the wrong side of the road, are you?
I'm driving on the right-hand side of the road, not the left-hand side.
That is the wrong side. Oh my god.
How many countries in the world drive on the left-hand side?
Japan, I think England and Ireland, and not a lot others. Not a lot of others.
And you still think that I'm driving on the wrong side of the road?
Yeah, you're clearly driving on the wrong side.
Oh, okay. Just making sure.
It's just obvious.
Obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, I will
there
concede
was-
that the United States uses the wrong units of measure.
There was a country that did drive on the left and switched in like the 1950s. I think it was Sweden. And on the day that they switched, they had loads of like, you know, crashes and stuff, even though they did their best to like tell everyone. But now it's just normal over there.
We're making this first right-hand turn up here.
This is a cool road because of the arches.
Yeah.
It's a shame we didn't make a bit more of like a diagonal turning road.
I think about that constantly. I think like, you know, you could make a 45-degree angle road like as a wedge, and you just keep alternating them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know if the paint lines would work, but you could do it. But
I'm sure
yeah.
you could probably clip something and like fake put them in. I don't know.
Yeah, or you could just not have the lines.
Or
I mean,
that,
those
yep.
are really not strictly required.
Oh, no, slow driver.
Well, I'm taking the corners without trying to crash into things. You gotta take your finger off W. What are you doing?
Oh no, I'm holding it down.
Floor it!
Top speed. I wish this rocket fuel would give me a little boost.
Right?
That would be fun.
I think it just lasts longer is the only thing it does. And this is the end of the road here, so don't drive off.
Ah!
Oh, and I drove off.
Wait, it worked. It looked like it didn't.
Did you hit me? Did you bump me? Is that what happened?
Yeah, I tried to push you off. It looked like
You
it didn't work.
tried to push me off. Wow.
Oh, it was worth it for the lols.
Oh, if it was for the lols, then yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, anything's fine if it's for the lols.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Kids.
So this is out in that big eastern desert, right? Like
Yep.
where Wells put that. I forgot what plant. Was it the computer plant?
Yeah. Yes. Computer plants out here. Yep.
Okay, this factory needs tearing down.
Which one?
In fact, both of them.
Both of them?
Yeah.
What do you mean both of them?
I don't know. Where are you?
I'm behind you.
Oh, okay. You're in the area.
Yeah, so the
Oh,
new
is it that over
factory.
there?
Yeah, it's the one over there
left.
to the left. Yep. It definitely could do with some like pillars and some things, some structural.
Yo, what the
Maybe
heck?
a hyperloop leading to it.
I'm just drifting on the sand now.
What are you doing? Oh, I
Oh.
see.
Just having a bit of fun, I think. Woo! Just drifting on the sand. Woo!
Yeah, I think out of a lot of the buildings that we've
It leaves
done.
a trail.
What's that?
It leaves a trail.
Oh, does it? Oh, it must be
Yeah.
just your side though. I'm not seeing it.
Oh.
Oh, I see it on my client though, where I slid. My big old butt sled. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, out of all these,
bridges.
out of all the factories that we've done so far, they're just kind of like boxes. This one's like the most interesting, but
Definitely.
it could
Definitely.
use some TLC.
It's very brutalist.
Well,
I think
I wasn't going for like making it look nice. I built platforms and I just put walls up around it and deleted all the things that weren't necessary.
I think that you could fill in the spaces with windows, put in some foundational pillars around the bottom, and then maybe a couple of pillars from the top box down to the lower one or something. But like from this angle, it looks like a brutalist build.
I don't know
Oh,
what that means,
now- okay.
brutalist.
It's a concrete type of architecture where everything is like super blocky and stark.
Yeah, if you look it up, it will make sense.
Okay.
On this side, though, over here, it does look a little square. So
Yes.
maybe you could do some big concrete pillars. Dude, we should work on this next stream, I think. This could be... I reckon we could do this in one go, because it's fully formed. We could focus on giving it some color, some details and stuff. Also,
It reminds
I
me
like how
of
you
the
done the belts.
stacked floppy drives.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. And
Huh.
what do you think about the belt lines?
Yeah, we could box those up, and I think that would look really cool. Yeah. Should we do this next one then?
If you think you're done with the other one, like, might as well
we
finish
can
what we're
jump
working on.
around. We're all here. So like, are you streaming tomorrow?
What day is tomorrow? Tomorrow's Saturday? Possibly. I might be doing Minecraft. I don't know yet.
I can do tomorrow if you guys want to, or Monday then, if not that.
Yeah, Monday for
mind if
sure. I
I
will
don't
be
mind if
available.
you guys play on the weekends without me. But yeah, I can't promise tomorrow. I think I've got a collab already planned.
Let's do Monday then.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna jump off and get an early night.
Alrighty.
But yeah, I'll see you guys on Monday, and we can work on Factory.
Cool. See you on Monday, X.
All right, sounds
ya.
good. CX.
Okay, so we got modular frames over here, stators. Yeah, so whatever, yeah, so this was to make that first item, that first component. And I'm sure we're going to need those for the next phase too. So yeah, we definitely want to keep this all
Yeah, so those items
churning
just
stuff out.
are all the way up here on the 3rd level.
Yeah, I see the versatile framework, and then
Yeah,
what is
they're
this one?
There's a storage at the very end over here.
Magnetic field generator.
Yeah, that's the component that we're making.
Oh, I thought we were making the same thing. I was making something different. I was making like magnetic control rods or something. Okay.
Electromagnetic control rods, those actually go
Yes.
into this.
Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, because I needed to make electromagnetic control rods for the turbo motors.
Yeah, I saw you were making those, and I was like, oh no, are we duplicating each other's work?
No, we were just kind of working in parallel. I think those. It's kind of like, you know, one of those things like, oh, we could both be making steel pipes or wire or something, but like there's just a lot of stuff that uses it, you know?
Yeah,
So
so
it's not
that's kind of like when I saw that you were making those electromagnetic control rods at your base, that's what sparked me to think that if we had like a big depot where we had all of the products that we're making just come to one central location, then we could like ship those out from that location and then produce the next component from it or whatever.
Yeah, I think that would be really interesting to pursue. Like, one thing that's interesting though as well though is figuring out like what to produce locally. Like, for example, I found a Caterium source where I've been sending all the ore out via conveyor belts.
Okay.
But I realized, like, now that we got Mark III miners, I could harvest more ore there than we have belts. So do I want to run a second belt, or do I want to use all the water there, because it's, like, next to water, to set up a bunch of refineries and then send ingots instead of ore? Because the ingots won't max out the belt, and then it'll save space in future factories if we've got all that Caterium coming out in ingot form. And we're not furnacing it somewhere else, you know?
Right.
So yeah, like getting some of these things produced like close to the source and then sending it into the depot so that we don't have to process everything in each individual factory would be good too. So we'd have kind of like different satellite factories.
And I can totally see us putting like a drone port on the roof of this and then having this connect to the drone port, and then that can like carry to another factory that needs that resource.
Yeah, because I don't think the versatile framework really goes into very much. But like those electromagnetic control rods go into a lot of things, I think.
Well, everything in this factory should be set up to make this item, so we can't really be scavenging from it.
Gotcha. Never mind that. Yeah. Because I was gonna say, like, once this hits overflow, but yeah, it's probably not worth it to power a drone port to do nothing.
I know I don't know, but I assume the next tier when we get to phase 5 is gonna require this item. So like wherever we set up that factory, like we could drone from here to there is kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah, I was looking at it, and like basically every single tier builds on the previous tier's items.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I think that's a good assumption.
Yeah, knowing that going in, we probably should have set up the smart plating factory originally. That way we would have just had it by now.
Yeah, because I was going to say, did we just hand make the smart plating somewhere? I mean,
I think we
not
did.
hand make it, but like just set up some assemblers next to the
yeah, I think that's
depot.
That's what we did over at spawn, or at our start location. All right, Joe, I think I'm going to log out for today.
Cool. I'm going to hang out for another half hour or so. But, yeah, I'll see you on Monday.
All right, dude. We'll see you then. Yeah, so somebody was saying that we were starved for rubber. We absolutely are. So maybe we should be producing less plastic and more rubber. Do we have Minecraft today? Yes. It's going to be a little bit later. I think Jassassin said he's going to be like 2 hours later than normal. I might start earlier, but I'm going to go get some dinner. I don't know if I'm going to make something or order something, but I'm going to get that done first. And then I'll go live a little bit later. Oh, I can get rid of this stupid map marker. I meant to do this. I think last time I saw that too. But yeah, I think we are gonna wrap it up here for now, and then we'll be back a little bit later for some Minecraft. Probably in a little while. I don't know, maybe an hour or so. But that's fine. Like, we made enough of those to satisfy the requirement that we immediately needed. But yes, I do need to... there's other oil sections around, so we can definitely, like, add on more rubber creation to that belt line. It won't be a big deal. Low on oil for the rubber, just overclocking the oil extractor should fix the problem. Oh, am I not producing enough oil for all the things that I said? I thought we went through that and did that. Maybe I forgot to overclock it. Maybe I based that all on fully overclocking the oil extractor and I never did that. I don't remember. Well, anyway, we'll fix it on the next time we play this. That's it for today. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Well, that's it for right now, I should say. Like I said, we are going to be back a little bit later for some Minecraft. So if you guys are interested in that, we'll see you then. I'm not going to raid anybody. We'll probably be live in like an hour or so. See you guys then. Bye, guys.